Hi, John Wanoa here. Today is Sunday, the 31st of January 2016. Just to catch up with what is happening with us for Waitangi, coming celebrations, Treaty Waitangi celebrations on the 6th of February. And starting from the 2nd of February, we have the Taumata on Te Tii Marae in Waitangi Bay of Islands have called a hui in response to the TPPA agreement that John Key, Prime Minister of New Zealand, is meeting with the 12 countries in the Pacific region for a meeting with Obama here, President Obama on his last term in office of the federal state in America, to sign their TPPA agreement here. Now I've got a number of videos on my Facebook, and you'll see our website there now that is displaying those TPPA videos of John Key, in particular him speaking to BBC about his involvement here in New Zealand and selling his agreement for $38 trillion worth of assets that belong to the people of New Zealand and also the native title holders, the Taumata who I'm here speaking for in Waitangi. Now they've had some meetings there with the old elders. They're the authority from the Confederation of Chiefs of Tribes, and I just happen to be one of the rangatira with valuable information on the legality or legal titles of King William IV flag, this flag you see here, of the Admiralty that John Key is talking about, the law of the sea. You'll see I've put a picture there of the difference between John Key and his government in New Zealand, with the Queen as representing the EU Parliament, and on the other side of the picture, on the right hand side, you'll see that I've got a clear brick wall in the middle of them to separate the two authorities of Admiralty of the sea mortgage lands, that this flag is King William's Westminster government Parliament 1835 Declaration of Independence flag jurisdiction that he gave to us to trade between us in Aotearoa, New Tireni, New Zealand and Pacific Islands, direct to Westminster Parliament government. That was not with the Crown, because he was a Crown, King William, and we are the native. So those are the participating partnership between a king and a native. That is our right hand side of the picture that you see now on Facebook, and it will be on our website, moaipowerhouse.com. Just type moaipowerhouse.com in your Google, and it'll come up with www in front of it. moaipowerhouse.com. So that'll take you straight to this flag, and you'll see 6 videos there plus one of John Key speaking about his authority to sell New Zealand without a real Admiralty title. I'm saying that he's operating under a Vice Admiral title the same as Barack Obama. They are only Vice Admiral under Queen Elizabeth, monarch, sovereign. Now, I'll tell you this straight to your face, John Key. You have no jurisdiction or constitution or authority or title or origination of British title to a native of this country, which still happens to be us, to sell the country off to the rest of the 12 nation states. I'm saying this. I have the documents of an agreement with the Taumata elders right through this country, advertised online on our Facebook, 66 sites, any one of those sites, on YouTube, 750 videos in any one of those videos, and Twitter, over 3,000 affidavits that have not been refuted. And this picture is one of them. That so far, John Key, you and your Queen Elizabeth II government and your agents, to us the principal, has never said anything in writing to us to refute this flag of 1835 Declaration of Independence, sovereign, people, and you. Your title on the left hand side of the picture is the Queen's Bench Court. On the right hand side is the King's Bench Court. Two Admiralties. One real, that put the Acts of Admiralty together between 1830 and 1837 with this 1835 flag right in the middle of it, to take free passage around the world in all countries with this Trading Bank of Commerce King of the Sea title. Okay, so you only have second-hand Admiralty Vice. That means you're choosing somebody who's not even driving a ship as a captain, as they did in the old days. The captain got off his ship as a surrogate king of England, then put his title in the ground with his anchor and crown on the land. Now, that's what this flag is. It's crown and anchor of King William, straight. No vice in that lot, Mr. John Key. There ain't no Vice Admiral or second hand or assuming title that we hold. It is a contract. It is a private contract. And what has happened with your Queen on the left hand side, John Key, she has abandoned ship of Admiralty, of her own Vice Admiralty in Westminster, and gone into the EU Parliament from Westminster as a different court or a different government to the constitutional government in the EU Parliament. That's a constitution government. It's a private business, just like the US federal state. Private with this flag. If you're using this flag, it's because it's the only private flag in the world that's a king's flag. And the other court is a normal public court, public government, parliament, that is operating in Westminster and New Zealand. So that has public jurisdiction as well in a common law court. Okay, so this is a contract court of Admiralty, lien mortgage loans that we have control of. So I'm just saying to you, Barack Obama and John Key, that you're not welcome here, Obama, because you're a threat. At the end of your term, coming here and signing your illegal agreement, because you haven't consulted with us, the chiefs, rangatira, and the elders in Waitangi, and it's too late. You've already made a decision on this video that you made, John Key, that I have on my website, right in front of everybody, to say that you are not going to back out and you're going to go ahead and sign. Well, on the 2nd, we're opening the upper house of Parliament. That's lower house of Parliament is yours in Wellington, a lower authority to do any legal contract with other countries without the title and this flag. This is a British given flag that is connected to us, the Hapu. As private contract, you can't change it. It's fixed institute law in Britain, and we are the beneficiaries of that estate. Okay, so I'm saying to the Taumata at Waitangi, have a good look at this picture before we come up on the 2nd. We will be there, me and my nephew will be there, and I believe Sue Nikora will be there as well, to form with you and the rest of the Hapus around the country's Taumata elders a decision to open a government, a native council government, ready to go. I'm coming up there with legal papers to seize the land, the same as Cook Street is the same title right over this country and the world for that matter with this flag. Okay, so I'm saying that beware of John Key. Is danger. He will sell it off with his flag, and his flag, his newfound flag, doesn't belong to the people of this country. I'm warning them that that's his private company and corporations, that they're being made for elites, people. You'll lose all your rights to this country. The Treaty of Waitangi will be abolished by him, and you'll have no rights to the water, to the land, to anything after that, because their interests will come first instead of the public's interest. The land and its resources belongs to the people of New Zealand and the Hapu. Okay? So John Key and Obama are only interested in their private companies for their own inheritance of the Queen Elizabeth, who has betrayed the people of Britain, pulling it apart now, the Westminster. They're trying to shut Westminster down, but the EU Parliament is begging the British government to stay in the EU Parliament. Now, my advice to you is to pull out and stay in Britain, because we're coming with this flag to raise it on Devon in Plymouth County with the sheriff. You'll see the badge with the 8-point star of the St. Patrick's Church Order is what the Pope is using as his New World Order authority of Ireland. And we're going to Ireland, Jamie and I will go to Ireland, Jamie, Anna Marie, Stuart, Patrick. We're going to Ireland and claim the Patrick title to that land in Ireland with this flag, because this flag is King William, the King of Ireland, and also England. So beware of what we are doing legally, lawfully and legitimately with this most powerful flag in the world. It is the only bank flag in the world. It is the only free trade passage through the world of this flag, to make private contracts with any country that we so wish to go with the King's Bench Court authority. Okay, so once again, this is the King of the Sea that John Key is talking about on his video, and he's saying something like transport. They need to transport to get from A to B. He has no trading flag. He's trying to make a new flag of no continuity of sovereignty to anything but a whim. Okay, so he's going to borrow somebody's flag to get him around the world, because he's trying to destroy the Union Jack 1902 flag that got him here in the first place with this flag. Back to 1835, got him on these lands in New Zealand. Now their 1840 Treaty of Waitangi contract is between the Queen and the iwi Maoris. So anything that's got the word Maori on it is a levy debtor instrument against you with the pound note of Moai and King William IV sovereign crown with this flag against the Queen's agents from the principal King William. Sheriff confiscates everything that has been fraudulently obtained through occupation titles on lands right through the world with this flag. You see the 4 stars? That's 4 corners of the earth from us. Nothing to do with John Key and his Queen's authority of no Admiralty anymore, because she's gone from Westminster Parliament, and her contradictory stance from operating in the EU Parliament in the Lisbon Treaty she signed with Gordon Brown, Prime Minister back then. Okay, I was there right through from the Lisbon Treaty and documented it all the way through right till now, as our backup into the High Court of Admiralty in London, where our claim is against John Key and this government here. His name is liable, and the lawyer Yu Tai Choi, the South Korean lawyer that signed those agreement documents I had of a complaint against John Key and his government. So John Key, I've warned you many times and you fell silent, and everyone who's silent, we accept your silence as guilty as charged. Okay, so I want to make this video not too long, but just to let the people going up to Waitangi earlier than the expected date of the 4th of February 2016, that we want to, in advance of that day, to sign this agreement with the Taumata to open the upper house of Parliament and kick the government, call it what you want, into life and legalise this flag with the documents I have for the Taumata to sign on that day. We will sign as well once only to raise this flag on top of the mast of the Admiralty ship pole on the other side on the Waitangi Marae ferry grounds. We are going to go in there and raise this flag with the Navy. They are obligated to us because that's a British ship of Admiralty, which is this British flag here, still current. It is still legal live with us. No one can cut this contract off between us and Westminster Parliament government before they destroy it. It's live. So my intentions as a surrogate King William IV authority is to keep safe with my barrister, Shannon Withers of Vulcan Chambers in the City of Auckland Business District, safekeeping those documents to go straight the Westminster Parliament, and the military, British military, who are our legal partners in this business. Still. Okay, the Queen is gone. She's right out of it. I'm going there to seize our trust and to sack her as the head trustee and go in myself. Sack Prince Andrew as the trustee and sack the King and Queen of Spain, who is still our trustee, even though he has passed on his titles to his son. That's not our concern. Our concern is his name is not removed from our documents of contract. He's on a contract with us and King William IV and the native Hapu chiefs here at Waitangi. Okay, so once again, to you, Taumata, we are going to sign on the 2nd of February and not the 4th to raise that flag, to open the Parliament for business, commercial, trading flag business, and to seize Waitangi Marae, the land of Ngāti Kawa, the obelisk, the 1840 Treaty of Waitangi contract, private contract with Queen Elizabeth II, seize that into our custody of the taumata of this country, including Ngāpui taumata, but collective confederation of chiefs and Congress assembled government of ourselves, the native Hapu sovereign people. Okay? You got that? So that when it comes to the 3rd and the 4th, we'll be forming ourselves like we've already done that for years. We know what to do. The orangutans, they form themselves with their laws. We can ease off, put the flag up on the 2nd with the Navy and proclaim the land return in one piece. With the debtors, John Key's government, still in Wellington, the British military will sort them out. Not us. They will sort them out with the military. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to say tonight at 9:52 p.m. on this wonderful hot night that we're preparing to go north and have all the documents ready. We'll have a tent beside the marae if they so wish to let us go there, only for the taumata and the desks to sit there with the screens rolling. We've got the electric screen and the projector just to roll over what's happening with John Key and his TPPA videos, and I'm explaining to you all what's happening and what's the best thing to do. He's a threat to take this country. Once it's gone, it's too hard to get back. You're not going to suffer anymore at the expense of John Key. 118 billion debt. That's your debt, people who vote for John Key. You're going to get more debt with this flag from King William's partners and the British military and annex debt collectors in UK. Britain will recover every scrap and cent of it back into our account for the common law people of the world. That's who this flag is. We're not just up the road, Ngāpui, and all you chiefs around the country. We're all one and the other with any Pākehās, any other Indians or name it. You're safe with the King. You're not safe with the Queen or John Key or Obama. Obama and Hillary Clinton is making up scheme to put him as the Supreme Court judge. Now, how bad could you get that to be? And Justice Shawn Elias, she's the big crook here, because I'm going to haul her into the court, the Admiralty court, because she's connected to the Queen in England, as if she's the Queen here. They have no sovereignty in the court. When I went into the court, they have no Queen above the head of the judge. They are faking it, people, because I've got proof of that. I've got proof of that, being arrested and gone in to check them out, more so to see what they're doing to me. And I'll tell you what, our court case on Cook Street in Auckland is no different to the treaty grounds in Waitangi. It's the same piece of land. The documents are what stacks up. It's the documents of instruments of title that a lawyer can alter, and that's what's happened to the detective, Natalie Flower Dew Brown. She has gone and run off to Solomon Islands, Honiara, and these police detectives here in the CIB are criminal investigation people. They're the crime themselves. They created that crime on Cook Street, and they've created the crimes at Waitangi, all over the place. And that's how the land went. Well, the fraud will return the land everywhere in the world. If we prove one fraud, the house of cards falls to this flag and the people who hold it high. Okay? So we are the ones, we are the people who fly this flag. Those people who have followed this flag all these years, I commend you for it. Pākehās, Maoris, doesn't matter. As long as you believe what we're saying is true, is really the truth. I'm here for Moai as well, the statue, the two most powerful memorial statues in the world. One, King William IV, British Emperor and Roman Emperor. The other one is Moai with his face, standing in Queen Elizabeth's Great Court in London. That is our native title. That is our native title to East Island, Variety Island and Aotea, New Zealand. So, that's what we're going to England as, native, to meet you people in England and patch up your four-state British UK government once again. Put it back like how it was with the King left it to the Queen. Anything of the Queen's is corrupted. Anything connected to Rothschilds is corrupted. The pound note is corrupted. This pound note will fix that lot up. The fraud instrument, which is the debt levy, is against the credit levy, pound note of King William IV and King Tawhao of Tainui here in New Zealand. Okay, so that tells you where do you make it not a promissory note, but a levy note to seize back land with the sheriff. Okay, so that's all I want to say. Other than that, you all have a good evening, and we'll see you up at Waitangi. And don't forget, John Key, you have no title to this country. You have no Admiralty to this country. You have no flag to stand in front of those countries, those 12 countries. You're watching this, you're all liable with this flag. You're all liable because no one's talking about this flag except us. You can't talk for this flag, and you can't use it either. We're going to audit the Queen Victoria Trust, we're going to audit the HM Treasury Trust, and we're going to audit everybody who's been using this flag, usurping its power from us, and the birth certificates too, because that's what I'm doing in court. Okay? That's what I'm doing in court with my barrister. Thank you very much. This time I'm going to go, because I think I've said enough. So we'll see you up in Waitangi. John Key, you can forget about making a deal and coming up to say to Ngāpui, it's a done deal, it's all over. We just came to tell you, I think you've lost the plot. Well, we're not going to give you the chance to do that, John Key. We're going to come to see you at the Sky Tower, and we're going to give you the notice and say, I'm sorry, on your horse, on your boat, and off you go into the sea where you come from with your Admiralty, Vice Admiralty, second-hand title. Okay? So thank you, good night everybody, and God bless.